Okay, today I'm very excited to come your way again, and it's very exciting to be here, and it's good to see you. I hope you have been following up on our videos, you have been viewing them, and you have been making comments, you have been making decisions, not just to make comments, making informed decisions about digital wealth creation. Alright, today we're going to be diving into why Bitcoin was created. Why Bitcoin was created. Now, I will start with a quote that is ascribed to Satoshi Nakamoto. Satoshi Nakamoto is more like a name, a code name given to people that were behind the Bitcoin. Now, the quote goes this way. The root problem with conventional currency is all the trust that's required to make it work. The central bank must be trusted not to debase the currency, but the history of fiat currency is full of breaches of that trust. End of quote. So now, what happened? Around 2008, there was a financial crisis that happened that has never been like that since Great Depression. What are the things that happened? There was housing bubble. That means there was easy credit for people to buy houses. Low interest rates. It caused house prices to go up so high in US and other countries. Another thing that happened was that there was risky lending. Banks started giving loans to people who couldn't afford it, who are not credit worthy, and all of that were happening. They were ignoring risk that was involved in giving out those loans. Then there was also some complex financial products that were created by banks. By that we mean bank bundle some risky loans into complex products that no one fully understand, but they were giving it out, and people were subscribing, and everything looked as if there was a boom because false or pseudo products that were not clear, they were bundled, and people were just subscribing. And at some point, what happened? What that kind of thing led to was that it led to collapse of many banks. Because borrowers will default, of course. The value of those products will crash. Major banks have to collapse. Then what now? The next stage is banks know, companies know, big corporations know that when they are on the edge of collapse, they can file for bankruptcy, and the word bailouts will come out from government. So taxpayers' money was also used to rescue big banks and institutions that caused the crisis. So they were rescued. The people that were involved, the individuals that were involved in this, nobody rescued them. So that now led to trust issue. People lost confidence in banks, in government, and the entire financial system. The system was seen as unfair and corrupt. People now felt, these people, they are just for themselves. The rich is getting richer, the poor are getting poorer. So ordinary people suffered while banks were saved. The rich got richer, the poor got poorer. The system was centralized, opaque, and unfair. Yes, it was unfair because many people invested. The people that have shares in those companies, in those banks, their share price went down, but they were not bailed out. But the company was bailed out. So 2008 exposes the weakness of our centralized finance. It shows that money controlled by a few can be abused. Just like we read in that quote by Satoshi Nakamoto. It creates a demand for new kind of money. People will now say, so is there a new kind of money that can be transparent, that can be scarce, that can be decentralized? That was what brought about Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is centralized, it's transparent, everyone can verify the transaction, it's limited, it has limited supply, it's borderless, and it's censorship resistant. That means no one can freeze or take it from you. Nobody can freeze it. So next episode, we are going to be taking a dive into understanding the Bitcoin white paper. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope to see you next time. And I just want to say that you should take action about what you are hearing. Do something. Position yourself for the next wealth transfer that is going to happen in digital space. Thank you, and God bless you.